we are ready to start. And first of all, welcome to this technical update and the marketing update for EcoCelium. Together with me, I have Jay, which is the technical manager for EcoCelium, and we will start with some technical update, and then we will move over to the marketing presentation, and we will also show you some new updates that will come for the EcoCelium 2.0, and as well as some questions that we have received from the community. So I will leave this over to you, Jay, and we can start from the technical perspective.
Thanks, Bjorn. Thanks a lot. Good evening, good morning, everyone on the call. Welcome to the first live AMA along with Bjorn. We are trying to give you as much information as possible. And guys, let me tell you, there are a lot of exciting news that are going to come in. You'll be surprised after this call. Probably we'll also follow it with the Q&A session. There are a few questions that have already been submitted. So I'll start with the technical update and try to give you some insight on what's happening on the technical side. So our community is well updated on the current status. So as we all know, Equalizer is the new child in the block. That is part of the Ormus ecosystem. So as we all know, and probably a few people have already tried and tested it, Equalizer is live in the beta phase, and everyone can check their hands on and go through the info page that is available and try using Equalizer. Right now, Equalizer is paired with 21 different currencies, and soon we'll be adding more as we fine tune the product. Second is right now, since it's in a beta phase, we are fine tuning it. But once we are out of the beta phase, we will be linking Equalizer to all the DeFi projects available into the space. So Equalizer is designed to be a one-stop shop for all our community members. So you don't have to go and search for different options for you to use the exchanges or swap with any other tokens. Right now, Eco, OMC, RMA, and along with other cryptocurrencies, you can use it and swap as per your convenience. So during this test phase, since we have launched, our community is being very helpful to us. They are coming with all the feedbacks that are required, and based on their feedback, the technical team is fine-tuning the product, fixing the bugs. But this process will continue for a few more days. And as you know, it's a DEX aggregator. So based on different updates from different exchanges, we need to keep ourselves updated with the industry. And so that's it, guys. This is the product that we were waiting for, and which is part of Equalizer right now, and in turn part of the Ormus ecosystem as a whole.
Okay, so we can move forward, Jay?
Yeah. Okay, next technical update is a few, like last 1 month, people might be observing that they had certain issues when they were using Trust Wallet, especially iOS devices, and the Trust Wallet as a whole. We didn't face any much issues with the MetaMask because this technical update was only focused on Trust Wallet and Wallet Connect together. They have added a new feature into the bridge between the Wallet Connect and Trust Wallet. Previously, you could only access one DeFi project using your Wallet Connect. Now you can simultaneously connect with all the DeFi projects using the Wallet Connect. And this was a major update between Trust Wallet and Wallet Connect. And it required a lot of updation and coding from our technical side. That's why the team was day and night working on getting this resolved. And finally, we are done. If anyone has any issues regarding that, we are open to support them. As always, they can reach out to the admin or anyone into the elite members, and we will take care of it. So that's about the Wallet Connect update. Next slide, please. All right, the ORV 3.0. Most of the questions that come around is for the ORV 3.0. And guys, I'm telling you, this is a monster machine that has been built. It's an ecosystem that has been built, and it is taking a lot of effort And because we are interacting with different blockchains and we are trying to be ahead of the curve, we are trying to create something very spectacular and extraordinary. So that's why it's taking time. So right now the smart contracts are already completed. They are being tested rigorously. It will continue. The testing will continue for a few more days. The basic idea is to plug in different opportunities to the ORV, right? So new revenue streams have been built behind the door. So probably a few people are not aware about it. We keep on hearing that why don't you complete things and then put it on board. And this time, guys, I'm telling you, you will be blown away with the new thing that is going to be plugged in. I'm not going to tell it. I'm going to leave it for the future. So this is a new income stream that is going to be plugged in. We have already tested it. We have already seen it, but we want you to see the results. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll definitely see results. Right now, we have got the EcoCelium generating revenue, other streams generating revenue, and a new income stream is going to be plugged in. And definitely, mark my words, you'll be blown away with the new opportunity that is going to be linked in. So second is the new ORV page is coming in the Q4. So we are redesigning the new ORV page for 3.0. As our revenue increases, as it is coming up, the buyback bot will be more active and it will start purchasing more tokens of the market that eventually will give good results to our assets that everyone holds. And most people are curious of understanding when things are going to turn out. This is the moment when the buyback bots will kick in. That's where you'll see the results as the ORV 3.0 as a whole. So that's my update for the ORV 3.0. It's been tested again. It's going to be fine tuned one at a time, one piece at a time is been connected to the ORV, and we're expecting the results in the coming days. So next slide, please. Okay, now the Ecolium org page, it's on the maintenance right now. The issue with this page right now is most people are finding some security errors. This is because the update done by the service provider that we are hooked up with. It has been identified, and it's not from our side; it's from their side. We have submitted whatever requirements we they asked for. Everything has been fulfilled. We're just waiting for them to clear out from their side, and once that is done, this maintenance update will also be completed. So that's about the technical update from my side. I would like Beyond to continue on his part. But let me tell you guys, the team is working day and night. There are a lot of people putting in a lot of efforts. What I would only say is this entire ecosystem belongs to you people, all of us together, and everyone on this call or who is part of EcoCelium or Miss Ecosystem would love to see our project succeed. So we all are putting our efforts, we all are paying our part, and you all are a part of this project. You're just not an investor or you're just not a spectator, but we'd expect your inputs to us so that we can give our best out to our community. So that's all from the technical update side. Let's go to the next session. Beyond, over to you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. And as Jay said, we are doing a lot of effort and we are putting a lot of effort into this project from various perspectives. And of course, many of you have been waiting for the marketing plan and the marketing to start and so on. And we did start the plan a bit during summer. We tested a few things. So I will go through some steps that we have concluded and also what will be the next step moving forward. So just a short recap from summer. As we mentioned, then we have had the external marketing team with certain activities. They have now been finished and evaluated, as well as we have finished the Glen promotion, the first Glen promotion that we did during summer, where you had to share certain social media pages and follow us and so on. And these ones should have been paid out to all of you that fulfill the requirements. If someone did not receive tokens, it could be either because of you did not fulfill all the requirements, or you may have received the tokens, but you maybe not seen them. So make sure you have the Eco tokens and the OMC tokens BEP20 version activated in your wallet to make sure that they are visible in your wallet as well. On top of this, we are preparing a lot of information in regards to user guide and of course also an academy. So the user guide will be helping you to pretty much walk you through different steps in terms of connecting to EcoCelium, adding funds and removing funds from the platform. And the academy will be like an in-depth web page where you can get even more information about how to connect MetaMask, how to create a MetaMask wallet and everything around that. So you will be able to get a lot of information, and no one should feel that they don't know how to connect with EcoCelium. They will feel very much guided through this process. Of course, we will also update a lot of tutorials, so you will be able to see the same thing from a video perspective as well. So I'm sure you will see a lot of things happening in regards to the user guide part, and we will walk you through that later on as well. As we did the first marketing activities during summer, we realized that some things need to be updated and changed. So our main priority right now is actually to ensure the platform functionality, to add fixes for all the things that we need to update and that we want to update before we actually start to bring the masses onto our platform. And one of those things are, of course, to update front-end design and to improve the user experience, because currently some things are not really intuitive enough. And if we just let people onto our platform, if we spend thousands of dollars on marketing to bring new users to our platform, and they get like a medium average experience when they enter the platform, they will not last for long. So what we want to give them is a top-notch user experience where they feel that this is a really good platform that they can stay and they can invest their tokens and allow them to actually be working for them on the platform. And for that, we have chosen to focus on the platform functionality and front-end design. And now on the priority 2, we will align the marketing activities with the project strategies to build adoption for EcoCelium as a whole. And just to give you what we currently are working on from a updated design perspective, this is a draft, so some slides might be adjusted a bit, but this will give you a slightly better view on how we think and why we are doing certain things here. So for example, if we start with a new landing page design, this is supposed to be a bit more simplified. So you should enter the platform by selecting the network you want to connect with, as well as what kind of connection you would like to use. So of course, MetaMask or Wallet Connect, and you choose the chain you want to connect with. A simple to use onboarding to connect to the platform. When we come into the platform, then we have aligned a few things. So one thing is that we have shadowed all the buttons, so it's more clear what is clickable and which is not. So it should be very straightforward, and you could see that, okay, if I want to add something, this is clickable and so on. And of course, we already now have the features that we have the rewards for referrals. So people who refer friends to the platform will get rewards. And I think, Jay, this is already working now. So everything is, people can get their rewards from that as well, right?
Yeah, everything has been worked on. People are being paid rewards. There are a lot of community members who have already received their rewards, and probably I would request those people to comment into the channel, so everyone is aware that the referral program is working and it's paying well. It's really paying well for whatever work one is doing. So yeah, it's already working and live.
Good. And as you can see, we have tried to make a bit more clean user interface to make sure that things that are, as I said, not clickable should not appear as a button. They should be like a simple and easy to understand thing. When it comes to EcoCelerator,
I would like to add one more point to the previous thing. Like
sure.
the request come every week, month. Like they can put their request. The team it observes, and it has been processed in between 48 hours to 72 hours as soon as the request is put in. And so we would like people to just update us, and if someone has any issues, they can reach out to the admin. But I don't think so there would be any issues right now in terms of display of the rewards and disbursement of the rewards.
Sure, good. And when it comes to EcoCelerator, I think this is one of the features that we didn't do very much changes on. But one thing that you might recognize here is that the info button. So we have added info buttons on all features now, which will help you to get more information about the feature. So if you enter this info button, you will have a brief description of the feature itself, and also some terminology to better understand everything on the page. Here we will also link to the Academy when that's live as well, so you can get even more in-depth information about every feature and also in crypto in general. So you will have all the knowledge at your fingertips. On the treasury side, we have not done a lot of things, but we have tried to make it a bit more simplified and clean. The same goes for the earn page. So it should be a very straightforward and simple to use feature where you just select the token you would like to add, you select your yield period, as well as the amount you want to enter, and then you just fulfill the requirements from that perspective. So it should be very easy to use, and that has been the main priority, to make it even more intuitive and also more simple to use and understand. When it comes to the swap feature, and this is one of the features that have caused some issues for some people. They didn't really understand which one of them they were supposed to use, and also didn't really understand how they were connected. So what we have tried to do here is actually to really clear out and simplify the different swap things that we actually can offer. So for example, if you want to swap between BEP2 and ERC20, you go to that swap button. If you want to swap from ERC20 to BEP20, you use the other swap button. And when you click on this, you will also have an updated information. So it's a bit more simplified and understandable exactly what you need to do in order to do the exact swap. And so that's the thing from a swap perspective. But when it comes to the equalizer part, here I think is the thing that where we have seen most changes from our perspective, because what we have seen, the current version is good, it works and everything from that, but it might not be intuitive enough for people to start using it. And when people are not feeling confident, they might be a bit hesitant to add funds to the platform and change between different tokens, because they don't really understand it. But from our perspective, what we can do now is to use what's already built on the market. So for example, we do have similar platforms using the same graphical interface. So what we are doing now is that we are taking and not creating the wheel again. Instead, we are using the wheel that's already existing. So what we have in mind here is to create a more simple to use interface where you can swap between different tokens, where you can also see the full name of the token that you would like to select. So it's more easy to understand what token to select from and to. And of course, when you confirm the swap, you should also see exactly how much you will expect to get back, and so on. So it should be more transparent and clear for users to see exactly what's happening. And this is something that we will work on to implement later on here during September and early October, I think.
Can I add something to this, Björn?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so for all our community members, like few people might face certain issues when they're interacting with the smart contract. So there can be multiple reasons of those things happening. So they shouldn't feel that the product is not working. The product is working, but there are certain upgrades from their side, probably internet speed, how it is communicating with the smart contract. So if anyone has any queries, they can reach out to the admin. But the product is really working smooth. We are fine tuning it on daily basis, so they will see the results in coming days. So we would only want them to try it. If they are facing any issues, they can reach out to us. So that gives us a feedback, so we can work on things. So right now, there are a lot of things that are being worked on Equalizer part to make it a better product as the days to come.
Exactly. And if you then also use the Binance Smart Chain version, you can actually try it without having a lot of fees connected to the transaction. It's like a dollar or maximum $2 for a certain transaction. So you can actually try it yourself with just small amounts if you want to start to use the platform from that perspective.
Yeah, they can start with smaller amounts, try it how it works. In the days to come, there will be a lot of things on Equalizer where will be able to get the best price in the marketplace. So it's going to be a fantastic product inside the EcoCelium ecosystem.
Yeah, I agree. It will be the one-stop shop for everything, right?
Yeah, they don't have to go anywhere to search out for anything.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this leaves us going into the marketing activities. And of course, the main priority right now is the EcoCelium 2.0, and to have that finished, and this will be finished during September, as we said. We are working day and night to make this finished as soon as possible. And when we then move into October, we have already now increased or secure the increased marketing budget. So I don't want to say the exact number, but we will increase it by 5 times what we have spent before, and we have spent quite much before as well. So we will see banner campaigns and press releases on tier 1 pages with moving forward. And as we move forward from there, we will expand and increase this even more. We will also allow you to take part of the staking promotion. So we will have the campaign, as we said, during summer, but we have pushed it a bit forward until we have the EcoCelium 2.0 ready and live. Of course, we will also use the high-level marketing team that we already have connected with. So we will use their tentacles to actually spread the word around the world and actually find a really good partner here. And if we look at the different phases moving forward, it's very important for everyone to actually understand that what we are doing now is that we are building a foundation from a technical side and also from a user interface perspective. Pushing the marketing before that's ready, it's like throwing away money, because it's like fixing the plane when it's already lifted. It's very hard. We need to really build before we start to expand, and that is creating a reliable platform that people feel confident to use, and where they feel also that the user experience is worth to share. So that is our main priority, even if it's hard, and we know everyone would like to have this working already today, and of course we do, but we need to take it one step at a time. So in phase 2, when we drive growth during October, we will start the campaigns, also the staking promotions, including the tier 1 pages and banner campaigns and so on. So you will see all the things that we have seen will take place, but it takes a bit longer before it actually is visible. And of course, once we are moving forward, we will continue with all the things that we have said in the past. We will expand this even more. We will create the referral campaigns that we had talked about, and perhaps most importantly, we will connect this into the influencers as well. But it's no deal to create that too fast. We really need to make a presence, and we need to build the platform first before we can actually start to share it to the main community in general. So this is the way that we see that moving forward. And if we move to the next part, we will have collected a number of questions that we hope you will be able to get even better understanding what we have in mind. We have received a number of questions that we thought they were a bit too basic to cover in this AMA. But if you feel that you have any question that didn't really get answered, so just please reach out to any of us in Telegram, and we can make sure that you get the answers that you want, and also share them publicly as well. So no problem at all. So Jay, so we start with the first question. After the Cryptopia hack, John Boxer said anyone who lost were affected. He would guarantee swapping the Ormi coins on Cryptopia to the new Ormius coins. Will he stand by that original statement? And I think you spoke to him earlier today, so perhaps you can answer this one.
Yep. As John mentioned in his previous calls, we have been working, and already it's in process. We already paid out few people, not from Cryptopia, but the other stuff that is done. So yeah, it's an ongoing process. Cryptopia hacks, they need to contact the admin or support. They need to prove that they had the tokens on the Cryptopia exchange. That's for sure, because that's the only way that we know that they had. We can't have everyone's claim without a proof. So they need to give some proof that they had certain assets on Cryptopia. And as John said, it would be taken care of for sure.
Good. Then we move forward to the next question. When will a debit card be issued?
Yeah, the debit card, we have been already approved, been approved by a company for the debit card. The only issue is that company is waiting for their approval from the regulatory point of view, because they are more active in the European countries, so they want an access in the Asian part. So once that is done, it would be whitelisted. The updates we would be providing in the Q4, probably expecting that in the Q4. So yeah, we are waiting, and definitely we'll be having a debit card which will be linked with EcoCelium.
Yeah, and if I understand right, this will be available in many different forms, as well as like plastic, gold, or whatever you would like to have it.
Yes, it's a whitelisted. So yeah, it will be white label,
right?
Yeah.
Cool. And the question number 3: what is DAO?
Okay, that's an interesting question. What is a DAO? You can say everyone knows what a democracy is, right? It's by the people, for the people, and people control it, right? So DAO is a similar structure, but it's built on a blockchain, and it has been integrated with different smart contracts, where once it is deployed, an entire organization can work as a complete decentralized organization, where there's no manipulation, everything works on the voting process, the rights of the voters are decided. So the future are going to be DAOs. So a true, what do you say, a democracy can be a DAO, but it's still in a development stage right now. We have got a lot of DAOs. You can say which is the best example of a DAO. So Bitcoin is the best example of a DAO right now, if you ask me. So there are a lot of DAOs being built, right? Uniswap is a DAO, Pancake Swap is a DAO. So there have been different DAOs that have been built. What we are looking out for is, once our integration is complete with the ORV 3.0, the topmost layer where our community members are going to interact would be a DAO. So our token holders, whoever are the token holders, will get a certain right in the DAO. So everything will be done in the voting process. People will have their proposals been put up on the DAO, the Ormis ecosystem DAO, which the community will vote for it. If they downvote it, it will not be implemented. If they upvote it, it would go into production. So DAO is what the regulatory, from the regulatory point of view also, DAOs are something of great importance, because there's no single owner or a single company or a person controlling it, or probably taking financial advantage of the system. So that's DAO. There are a lot of different informations about DAO available on YouTube, on Wikipedia. People can refer to them. We would be having a very different DAO. I won't talk about it right now until unless it's in production. We are already testing our DAO. So yeah, everything what we are doing is right now been worked on different levels. So as something is complete, we then start integrating it. So yeah, that's about DAO. So anyone has any questions more about DAO, we are available on the Telegram chat, or if
Uh,
they want to reach out to us for more information, they can come to us.
yeah. I actually received something here, Jay. So do we have any information on when we can expect the DAO to be finalized or launched? Do we want to?
We need to understand it. Once we get on a DAO, there would be very little error, very little scope for us to change anything technically. So DAO would be the last piece of the puzzle, you can say. So first we need to have all EcoCelium fine-tuned, everything fine-tuned, because all of us are using Ethereum blockchain, or we are performing a transaction on Bitcoin. It's very hard. Once we code it, then you can't go and change it easily, because then getting everyone aligned on a single point of view, it's very difficult. So most blockchains, the DAO is the last piece of the puzzle. So in our case also, we would be doing the same. So as soon as all the other things are complete, we will have the DAO ready. But I think so before things are completed, our DAO would be ready. The only part that would be left is to integrate that with the entire system.
Yeah, and the ORV is pretty crucial in that sense as well. And
Yes,
can you explain
it is
just a
very
bit
critical.
in regards to the ORV? When can we see something during this Q4 when it could be available for the market, or when can we expect something there?
Right now, people might have seen in the past couple of months, the buyback bot was active. It was performing. It is part of the ORV. The dashboard, they have already seen that the assets been put in. Uh, Basically, people will only see the front end, but there are a lot of different smart contracts, different layers in ORV 3.0 that would be interacting with each other. It's very difficult for me to show it. Probably we after it's done, we might create a diagram for people, for them to understand how it is communicating. And because we are working on multi-chain, again, it's a big challenge. We have to take care of the security part also, as well as make it more smoother. So right now, the buyback bot, the EcoCelium is ready. As soon as it's finalized, we'll be plugging that into it, the system. Our trading system is already working. And as I said in my earlier discussion, there's a wonderful product revenue stream that is going to be added very, very soon. And I would not like to discuss this on the call. Probably I would like it to be a major announcement
Yeah,
coming in.
yeah, we look forward to that one, I think. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question. What is DeFi?
Okay, DeFi. So to understand DeFi, we need to understand CeFi first. CeFi is centralized finance, which are banks, financial institutes, all those institutes that handle assets or handle what we say as money, right? So they are centralized, means there is a body or an admin which is controlling everything. The decisions are being taken by them. Banks, as we know how it operates, like people deposit their money, and a lot of loans have been disbursed without people actually deserving those loans. Like if you ask me, that there are a lot of fundings been given to big organizations where they go bankrupt, and then the banks go into problem. Ultimately, the money that is held by a bank it belongs to people. So there's a lot of gray area within the CFI space, and a lot of people are unhappy with the existing infrastructure that is there. So there are a lot of biased decisions that are being taken by CFIs, which ultimately impact the end consumer, or the real stakeholder of the bank. Whereas a DeFi is a similar concept, but it is built on a smart contract. It's a decentralized thing, because once it is coded and it has been governed by a DAO, no decisions can be taken by a single point. So everything works through a voting process. And in a DeFi, you have different products, financial products that are available in CeFi are available in DeFi. So I could name it. You have a savings account in a CeFi. Here you can have your account where you'll be getting certain returns on being part of that pool for a temporary period. Probably you can add it at this moment. Very next moment you can pull it out. So there are different financial products that have been built on DeFi. Again, DeFi is a new thing, but all the successful DeFis that we see right now started in 2017 when the market didn't knew about it. It took 2 years for people to realize the true strength about DeFi, and whatever bull market that we have seen in the crypto space is due to different applications being built on DeFi. The major right now, DeFi is the future because now DeFi's are more elaborating not only with financial products like borrowing, lending. If someone has got Bitcoin or Ethereum and they need money, they can simply hook up with a DeFi project and borrow certain money for their needs, and as soon as they get the money back they can repay the loan and get their assets released. So everything works on a smart contract, so I can't cheat the system out here. And the extended version of a DeFi right now is going to be a decentralized exchange, so all built together. Because of the regulatory point of view, most exchanges are facing a lot of issues, and in fact DeFi's and liquidity pools are certain way of very important where the CeFi exchanges are trying to use the liquidity pools from the DeFi pools. So slowly we'll see. Right now, if you consider cryptocurrency as a 100% market, 80% or 75 to 80% is driven by the CeFi exchanges. But in the coming days, you'll see it would be beyond, like it will be reverse. You might see CeFi exchanges at 20-25% and majority of the volume happening on DeFi projects. So it's massive. DeFi is massive, and we have got one of the best products designed, EcoCelium. If you look at the design and how we have done it, it is far more one of the best designed products in the marketplace. Now we are just waiting for things to get fine tuned. We already have the last puzzle, Equalizer, been plugged in. Now our job is just to fine tune it, make it much more polished, user friendly, so the new customers, after your marketing campaign is kicked in, whoever comes in has got a better user experience on the platform.
Exactly. Thanks, Jay. And I can just add to that we do have a lot of information on our Medium page. So if you want to read about DeFi versus CeFi and so on, just visit our Medium page and search for EcoCelium, and you will find a lot of articles about the difference and how it works and what we do actually. So that's something I can recommend. So let's move forward.
Just add one point. Majority of the CeFi exchanges are right now turning towards becoming decentralized exchanges, and that is part of DeFi.
Yeah. Okay, so smart contracts, Jay. What is smart contracts?
Okay, so technically speaking, it is a code being deployed on blockchain, and all the terms and conditions that are embedded into the smart contract, it only communicates with those terms and conditions. Means it's just like you having a contract between two companies and certain terms and conditions are agreed. But the problem with those contracts and smart contracts is smart contracts are much more efficient than a regular contract, because when two companies or two individuals come into a contract, the reason the contract has been created is if either of the parties disagrees or backs out of the contract, the other party can use it to go into the court of law just to uh, resolve the problem. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be a problem into a contract. But in a smart contract, what happens is once you have decided with certain conditions and approved it, it will only execute when those conditions would be met. So it is much more effective when it is a transfer of assets. Let's say if someone is buying a proper real estate property or anything that is there, which requires certain conditions to be fulfilled. If those conditions are built on smart contract, the probability of either of the parties not honoring the commitment is zero, because until unless the conditions are met, it doesn't execute. So now this smart contract concept has been now taken to different levels, where borrowing and lending is a contract, insurance is a contract. See, so on every levels there are contracts been created. So all these contracts are right now been built on a smart contract, where it is coded on a blockchain and it is deployed. Right now, smart contracts are built on Ethereum, they are built on Binance Smart Chain. Recently, ADA Cardano is going to it's already ready. They're deploying their smart contracts. Solano is already out. So there are different projects coming in which are giving different products for the developers to build a smart contract on. So DeFi, smart contracts, blockchain, they are part of the entire ecosystem that has been built globally.
Cool. And of course, these are questions that we will add additional information in our academy as well. So you will find a lot of information about this, and where you can educate yourself and understand even more about DeFi in general, or the market in general, and how it connects to our platform as well. So that's something that we will add later on.
I would
Let's
suggest all our community that look, everything requires certain efforts to be put in. I would request that there are a lot of good informations available on YouTube regarding all this. They should educate themselves. They need to understand what they are dealing with. The issue is with most of the people, they are not trying to understand what they are dealing with, and that's what frustrates them. If they educate them on a basic level, they understand what they're handling, like opening an wallet, connecting with DeFi, because this is the future. Now, I'll just give you an example. My children are just observing me talking about DeFi, CeFi, and everything, and it's good for them because it's the future what they are going to face. So we are entering into a paradigm shift where our future generation would be part of this industry, and it would be really great for all of us to take maximum information that is available around us. It's definitely going to help everyone.
exactly. Yeah, okay. So let's move forward to the question number 6 then. Is it possible to stake the yield rewards coming from locked tokens in Earn and Treasury?
Okay, I think so. I'll elaborate this question. Probably this question is trying to put in: can we compound our returns that are coming from the locked assets? That's what it exactly means.
Exactly.
We can't compound returns, because again, it's a smart contract. So we need to be very specific when it comes to creating a smart contract. And because the more complication we make, the more gas fees it tries to consume. So we try to make it very simple. We can't compound it right now, but you can withdraw it and add it back again. And because of the BSC right now, the gas fees are so low that I don't think so there's any issue to withdraw the funds from BSC and add back into for the compounding.
Exactly. And as they get weekly rewards from Earn, for example, they can have their rewards locked for a certain period, and use the rewards and add that to the platform as well. So
Yes,
that's
yes,
no
they
no
can do
problem
it.
at all.
No problem. It's not automated. They can do it on their will whenever they want. Because
Exactly.
like someone, if we make it compounding, let's say, and if someone doesn't want to compound, so we don't want to compulsorize everyone that everyone should compound. It's at your fingertips. If you want to compound, remove it, add it. If you don't want to, use the funds.
Cool. Okay. Please explain how we can be rewarded on assets in cold wallets like Nano Ledger, etc.
Okay, now this is where the idea and the concept of DeFi came into existence, where people have their assets lying into their wallets and just getting appreciated. So this came a concept that can we use those assets to generate more revenue? and that gave an idea for P2P lending, where people used to lend their cryptocurrencies and borrow money for their needs. So that gave birth to DeFi's. So yes, you can. What you can do is, whatever assets you have, you can select your DeFi project of your choice, add your funds to the pool, okay, or to the yield farming. You get a key, which we call as the wrap tokens on that behalf, which stays with you in your wallet. So that's actually your key for your assets that you have added to a DeFi projects. And then you can simply start yield farming, get returns, or even borrow a loan if you need, or use that loan to buy another more assets, or trade those assets. But if you're going to borrow something, be very careful when you're borrowing it, how much you're going to borrow, because if you borrow too much, and if the market corrects itself, it will liquidate your assets immediately, because it's on a smart contract. Do not wait for that. So yes, you can use your assets in your Nano or your cold storage wallet to be through a DeFi projects, participating in pools, and earning rewards, or borrowing loans.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. And question number 8. To what extent is the project truly decentralized and stays out of the way of regulators?
Okay, so our project right now, the smart contracts are 100% decentralized because they're built on Ethereum and BSC smart chain. As we proceed towards creating it a complete DAO, once the DAO is complete, then we are a complete decentralized ecosystem, which our ultimate aim is. The regulatory point of view, we would be aligned towards the industrial practice. So all DeFi projects or DAOs, if they are compliant to follow certain regulations, our project will definitely follow those regulations as well. So right now, our products are decentralized, but right now we are trying to build it into a complete decentralized platform called a DAO.
Okay, good. And question number 9. When can we see EcoCelium without a beta warning?
If people are using different DeFi projects or even going through different blockchains, 99% of these projects are supposed to be in beta. So there is a beta warning on every platform. So it is nothing to worry about, but just to be cautious on what you are doing. Beta doesn't mean that the product is wrong or it's not working. It's in a development stage, and the development never stops. Constant upgradation, constant development, adding new features is constantly on. The reason it said beta, because then people should be cautious when they are doing something. I've seen people being reckless at times and doing clicking wrong buttons and then losing their funds. Right here, it doesn't happen. Right, you're interacting with a smart contract. I'm going to tell you, your funds remain safe. If someone sees, like I've seen a lot of messages saying, "Oh, I don't see my assets." Your assets don't go anywhere. Your assets stay in the smart contract. Be very sure about it. It's going to stay there. The only issue is when the smart contract interacts with the front end. Probably there are upgradation, there are glitches that come in that temporary you don't see uh, those on front end. But your assets are completely secure. So beta doesn't mean that the product is incomplete. The beta means it's on constant upgradation, and I don't think so we would be removing this for long, as well as it's an industrial practice. So anyone can I can they can challenge me that no, this product is not on a beta. Every project is on a beta, so it's an industrial practice, and we'd like to stick to that.
Okay, thanks, Jay. I think that was actually the last question we had collected from the start, but we do have a few that comes in here. So let us go through them together, Jay. First question here is, when will CMC be updated with the markets we use? Same as when is PancakeSwap going to update our contract to show automatically? And what can we say here? This is an ongoing process. Our requests have been submitted long time ago, And however, CMC have their policy, and we need to be patient and until we get a positive answer. So we are just constantly pushing them to update from our perspective, but there's not much that we can do that we haven't already done from our perspective, I think. But of course, all users can help by voting and adding more focus on our platform and our projects, I think.
Yeah, actually, what happens is this third-party platforms that are there, people do complain about our service, but they should try interacting with different platforms. They will only entertain you when you are of a primary importance over there. Here, for everyone is important for us in our community. But if you go on different products, they don't entertain you. They hardly communicate back to you. So we have already done our part in updating a lot of things. Now, most of the parts are pending on their side, and there's nothing that we can do as long as they react towards it.
Okay, good. And then we have another one here, which is a bit like the platform is for sure easily to use, but what is your unique selling point of your platform? And this is maybe a personal thing, but for me, I think we have a kind of unique platform, as we have multiple features on top of the same platform. If you go to Uniswap, you can add liquidity and you can swap. That's pretty much what you can do. What we have is like an Uniswap on steroids, you can say, almost. We have additional features as well as the referral program where you can get additional rewards. So from that perspective, I think we will also see a lot of new things coming up as well. So I think an easy to use platform that is in the future a very strong competitor to pretty much any DeFi platform on the market. And if you think about it, what is the product value today? And if you look at our tokens from that perspective, I think it's a great chance to increase from a low level until we have new features on top of everything from that perspective as well.
Yeah, what I think the uniqueness of our product right now is the way it has been linked with the ORV, okay, as such. This is the entire ecosystem that has been built. So every point is connected to something that in return will come back to our community anyhow. So we have got a very unique referral program that pays well and pays good to people for their work. We have got features where you can add your assets for a period of time, which is not available in most of the DeFi projects. So we also have a product that gives you zero lock-in. We have got a product that has lock-in to it. We have got a good referral program to it. Now we have added EcoCelerator, which gives you double earnings because you can add your staking. If you are part of a pool on Pancake, you can add your tokens back here and have a double reward. Plus Equalizer is there. So I think so we have more features than other projects. What they have is volume because they are there in the market since 2017 18, and we are trying to we have just 1 year old. Our development has started, so we have traveled a long way and we have done a fabulous job. All the team has done a good job. Our community has been good. Yeah, they are a bit at times they want things a bit earlier, but we are trying our level best to give our fullest on time.
One thing, Jay, which we need to say as well, I don't think there are a lot of DeFi platforms that allows both for Ethereum chain and Binance Smart Chain on the same platform. So we have that ability with multi-chain, EcoCelerator with special promotions with high APYs. So I think in general, I think we will see, especially when we have the next version out with a new user interface and everything, people will feel that this is a kind of a unique platform on the market, and I hope everyone will see that as well not only us.
Really thankful you brought this point that slipped off my mind, that we are the only platform, or probably one or two platforms, that allow cross chain. Like you can be on both the chains. So that's the main unique point of our product.
Yeah.
And probably we might add few more chains also, because as the industry is growing right now, we felt that Ethereum is a solid blockchain, but it's a bit expensive at times for smaller transactions. So we came to BSC. Tomorrow we might feel that ADA Cardano is going to be good, so we might have one more version over there. So we'll be constantly upgrading the system.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else? Let's see. I think we have managed to get everything answered, I hope. If someone has additional questions that you would like to get answered, please don't hesitate to connect with us on Telegram, and we can collect them for the next AMA, or we can respond to them directly in Telegram. So I think from that perspective, Jay, if you don't have anything else you would like to say.
Yeah, so this was our first live AMA that me and Bjorn had. We'll be having a couple of AMAs in the coming days. We'll fine tune ourselves more. So we are really thankful to everyone. Please bear with us if something has been left behind. You can reach out anytime to admins or the group, and we all will take care of our community. So no, we have been constantly saying all the questions would be answered, nothing would be left unturned.
Okay, yeah, I think we are fine for today, I think, and I hope you enjoy this session, and stay tuned for more information to come. That's all we can say, and hope you get a good evening no matter where you are.
Yeah, thank you, Bjorn, thank you everyone, and thank you all the team that coordinated this call. So thank you everyone. Let's rock.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.